Yeah.
All right, gang. Monday in the books. Start of a new week. Started off with a little bit of Olympic lifting emphasis for both comp and um, normal class. So today, awesome job, top to bottom, every which way. Had a ton of athletes hit new PRs, do things I don't think they even knew they were or capable of. I think in just about every single class, we had at least more PRs than not, which was very nice to see. I know we've been spending a lot more time, especially working on the clean, our front squat, and we've worked a lot on the jerk technique the last couple weeks, and I definitely would say that has paid off immensely. So overall, gang, awesome job. I know Amy this morning started off nice and strong. She hit 155 for her clean and jerk, which was top for the ladies. Then Court followed her up, and Courtney V followed her up at 8 o'clock. Had the score of the day all the way until the night. She got into the and she had nine full rounds?
9 full.
9 full rounds plus a couple clean and jerks in there. And then the 4 o'clock came in, hit that hard and strong. And the night crew ended up killing it all around. I think we'd be here all night long if we mentioned each and every person that had a PR. We had some athletes even getting in the 20-plus pound PR range, which was really, really cool to see. I know Jason held it down with 265 for his PR. I think he ended up getting top for the guys for the day. Overall, it was awesome. You guys have been working hard, working a lot on your technique, working on pulling yourself under the bar. We looked a lot more aggressive, pulling ourselves under the bar and getting the bar to our rack and getting out of the hole. Still have to work a lot more on with our jerk technique. I think a lot of times we were getting that idea that we really had to get that extra little oomph into it, and all of a sudden that dip came into really dipping down, all of a sudden turning into more of a squat, and then that shot the bar away. And then we had, especially for those athletes who consistently missed the bar or missed that jerk, what was happening was we were getting down a little far. All of a sudden, my back angle, instead of being straight up and down, where it should be here, all of a sudden was quirked forward. And the second I do that, once I drive, all my projection is going to be out in front of me. Makes it a lot harder for me to get that weight up over top of my head and stack it directly over top of my center of mass. So that's one thing to kind of work on as we go forward with, especially with the clean and jerk. Also I think we had a few more athletes that did hit PRs, but probably had a little bit more in them. I think mentally, we want those lifts to look, your PR should look the exact same as an empty bar. I think mentally, it just takes some time. I know it is hard to all of a sudden relax and just let your technique do the work, but that will pay dividends, is staying relaxed and letting your technique do the work. Don't change anything. What you do with an empty bar should be the exact same thing as what you do with the heaviest load that you're ever lifting. Mentally, I think we had a few athletes that all of a sudden 5 pounds lighter, spot on perfect, they hit a number that they've never hit before. You add 5 pounds to the bar, all of a sudden I gotta rip that thing off. All of a sudden my elbows break, I'm in a bad position, the bar's traveling away. All of a sudden that pull that was up at least to the sternum, all of a sudden barely gets over the hip, and it's just a bad position. So I think that's one thing to work on as far as not just technique-wise, but just mentally preparing yourself. Just calm down, relax, don't change anything. All the hard work that you've put into it will pay off. It's just relying on that and trusting yourself. But great job to everyone that came in today. Hats off to you. Both Court and I are very, very proud of everyone. Want to see this momentum carry on. Had a lot of people that we haven't seen in the past couple of weeks due to the holidays, due to just whatever going on, back in the door for the first time. Had 4 new people coming today. Had 4 new people coming today, a couple out-of-towners. So that was awesome to see. Good energy in the gym. 5 o'clock crew, got to give it to you guys, not only for how many people you guys had in the group, but also energy-wise. I know CJ, Justin, all you guys were killing it. Steph was rocking it. Mary, I think there was 12, 13 people in that class. But on top of that,
14.
we had 14. There's 14 people in that class, but we had to split it up into heats. And it was awesome to see everyone staying after and cheering on, especially the comp athletes have to work themselves back down the ladder. That was awesome. I think Court did the math for Jason. I think it came out to be 104 cleans.
No, 104 if you got 10 rounds.
If you got into 10
he
rounds,
got like
it was 104, but then working your back down.
Yeah, that's all the way back down. So if he did 11 rounds, it was 130. Yeah, somewhere in there.
22, 130 cleans. Hats off to all you guys. That was very, very impressive to see. Overall, great job. See you tomorrow. Should be a good day. Have a good night.